Okay, ready.
Okay, so you can start off by introducing yourself.
Okay. My name is Yen Won. It's a combination of two different currencies. Yen, which is Japanese currency, and Won, which is Korean currencies. I think my parents were very interesting people to have come up with that name. But anyways, Canadian Chinese, as you can tell from my accent. Grew up here in Singapore, but then went away to Canada for a long period of time. And so now I'm back here doing a regional role, which requires me to travel a lot, which is kind of why I like to keep active. I like being active anyways, because my job requirements require me to be quite still behind a computer all the time, or I'm on a plane or that sort of thing. So I like the ability to be mobile and to do so for a long period of time. So that's kind of why I like, try to do as much exercise as I can when I'm either, when I'm in Singapore, of course, and then also when I'm traveling.
So how do you find out about Chi?
I chanced upon Chi a long time ago, actually, when he first started out. So yeah, I started training with him before I even started doing a regional role. And during that period of time, I was really into heavy lifting, and he was into that and that sort of thing. So that was where we met. And then eventually, as my job evolved and myself as a person needed to evolve as well. I think that's why I keep coming to see Chi, is his ability to understand what my body needs as I grow older and as I move along in life is quite great. He's able to adapt to my needs, which is not what a lot of people generally do, I find.
So do you find Chi for any special treatment? Like what kind of injury do you have in the past?
Oh yeah, so obviously because I used to like to do lots of heavy lifting, and then because eventually I started to travel, so I'd be off and on. So I'd be on and then I'd come back, and I wasn't very good at listening to my body because of the ego. I guess it's like, oh, I used to be able to do this, I should be able to do that now coming into it. And I think that is something that Chi Chong actually really helped me to understand. It seems like such a simple concept to get, is that your body needs time to adjust as you get older, but it's really hard to sort of be able to keep the ego at bay and understand that this is really what it is your body needs right now. So I think that's why I keep coming back to see him. He's able to see and feel what I need before I'm able to do so, and I think that's really important in a trainer.
So has Chi done anything, different or unique compared to other physicians that you see outside?
Yeah, so he does therapy for me, and I like that because he's very holistic. He does. I don't need to necessarily just see him for training. He's also my massage therapist when I do get injured. So I've had injuries like a hip injury, I had a lower back, my knee, a fusion, and he was able to. The fascinating thing about him is he's not a man of too many words, but he's able to understand the energy. Like it's a really big transfer of energy. It seems esoteric, but I think over the years, after practicing both yoga and also weight training and just running and that sort of thing, it really is an energy transfer. So I think his ability to feel my energy and understand how to fix me quite quickly in a form that I'm able to adapt to is pretty paramount.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you think that the session with Chi so far has helped you improve yourself in your daily activities?
Yeah, I think so. So after I was able to, as I was saying, the ego portion took a while for me to understand. So now I'm a lot more at peace with where I need to be. I think that was a huge help to be able to understand that I'm not necessarily, it's not that it's any better or worse, it's just where you need to be right now. And I think with Chi, he's able to work through a lot of that with me. So it's not necessarily just, and this is why I say it's holistic, it's not necessarily just the physical aspect of Yen, but it's the physical embodiment plus the mental embodiment that he's able to work on.
Yeah.
Which I really appreciate.
So in a sense, you kind of it help you both mentally and physically.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay, last question here. So would you recommend Chi to other people around you? Who would you recommend people to look for Chi? Because Chi is kind of special. He's quite different from other physicians that you see out there. Because I myself have seen Chi before, and compared to others, I find that Chi is more holistic in a way whereby he will understand you from head to toe before starting to analyze you. I mean, in terms of personality, I think he's very friendly as well.
Yeah, no,
So-
it's always a fun session. I think
Yeah.
it's, you know, like I said, your mental and physical state changes because it's always evolving. It's a dynamic thing. It's not static.
Right.
So I think I would recommend him definitely. I've recommended many people too. And I think the people that would appreciate Chi are not the ones that are very tied to their egos. I think they're not necessarily the guys that need to be the big meat eaters, the meatheads that go out and just lift weights. That's probably not the kind of person that would appreciate what Chi's able to do. So the people that I've recommended to Chi are my fiance. I recommend him a lot because to come and see him for therapy, more for therapy than for working out, because he too is in a regional role, so lots of traveling and that sort of thing. I've recommended my mom and my aunt as well to Chi, but it's more the people that are able to understand that Chi is more thought-provoked as opposed to he does what he knows is good for your body versus what you want to do, which may not necessarily be right for your body on that time, that day.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, before we end this session, can I have you introduce yourself again one more time? Because just now
Sure.
my phone rang.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so just from the start, just the front part.
The front part. Okay,
Yeah.
so my name's Yan Wan. I've been training with Chi for about, I'd say, 5 years now. So after coming back from Canada, I started to see Chi Chong Fun I was just started out doing lots of weights, which I really enjoyed. And then as I moved roles into a more regional role, I needed to actually sort of change the way it worked out, and he was able to adapt to that. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Do you have anything else to say? Do you want to say anything else?
About Chi?
Yep, and whatever that comes into mind.
I think Chi is a very special and unique individual. I'm very glad that I chanced upon him because it's a very difficult thing to find, like a good trainer that you're able to trust, because as a busy person working in a regional role, you're constantly on the go. When you fly, and, you come back, you're not necessarily always on the same platform as when you left. And being able to have somebody that's trusted, that you can actually call on, he's like honestly available 24/7, which I really appreciate, because sometimes I'm in a different time zone. And if somehow I've managed to, I don't know, do something daft and, twerk my knee or something, he's always there to be able to tell you kind of how to deal with it until I can get back home so he can see me. So yeah, no, I really appreciate my sessions with him, and I
Okay.
do cherish those. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anytime.